You said that would you say that the primary reason for you getting was because you were stressed out by this whole thing?
That's the main reason.
That's the main reason.
There's another reason. As I told everybody, I was growing up in single family. My parents broke up when I was 10. And when I was in childhood, when I was in school, people always laughing about me, making fun about me without, like, I don't have a mother. You know, like, it's just, like, very tough for me. Like, my childhood, very tough. Like, I don't want my kid to go through similar situation as me.
Okay. So, but you said the primary reason was because of the stress. Is that correct? The stress, that was the main reason from all the drama with Fresh and all that. That was the main reason you decided to get the abortion.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that you kind of brought some of this on yourself?
Yes.
Because truthfully, like, looking at all this retrospectively, had you kept all this private, had you not leaked the phone call, because I mean, they have grounds to have been upset with you for leaking a private phone call.
Yeah.
You could argue that that's a pretty big breach of trust, even though you guys had broken up. And I mean, look, maybe he wasn't moving in the best way when it comes to his relationship with you.
Yeah.
But I mean, leaking a private, it's not just leaking the phone call. I mean, you intentionally, there was like forethought. It was premeditated. You recorded the phone call with the intention of then releasing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, perhaps none of this stress would have been caused if you just tried to handle this privately. And you did take in this conflict, in this war that you're now finding yourself in, you did kind of take the first shot, at least from how it looks.
Maybe, yeah.
I think whether it was leaked or not, he was still going to tell her to abort it, and that's still going to cause stress.
Yes.
But she says, I mean, and
I was already very stressed when he told me he didn't want the kid. Like,
sure.
In the beginning, like, I gave him 4 days to think about it. Nothing happened. He
Sure.
never replied my message after all.
But I mean, just myself being involved with, being out there publicly doing a podcast, and I mean, it can be very stressful getting, I don't know if you've got any death threats. I've had death threats. I've had nasty messages. And then you have people lying about you. You have people saying nasty things about you.
A lot.
I don't suspect any of that would have occurred if this had been kept private. And so it just seems like
That's because
I'm not saying Fresh
on
was
me.
perfect, but it does seem, in terms of making this whole thing public, they obviously responded to you. But you kind of, once you opened that door, you sort of opened Pandora's box, and kind of, you went public. He's going to obviously respond publicly.
Yeah, okay, fine. You make sense.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
At a minute.
I'm taking the consequence for my behavior.
And in that video, an hour and 5 minutes in, you were speaking about Abba Atlas.
Yeah.
Me and him, we're actually related because we share the last name, apparently.
Abba?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not. I'm not really. We have the same last name, but we're not related. You were upset that he betrayed you by leaking DMs.
Yeah.
Isn't that precisely what you did to Walter?
Yeah. That's
you
different.
leaked a phone call.
That's different though, because
how's it different?
Abba and I, we don't I didn't hurt him or anything
Didn't hurt who?
Abba. I didn't do anything bad to him. He didn't have to leak this message. The reason why he did it, because he probably want to show off, or he wants to because he hates Fresh and Fit, so that's gonna make him look good. Okay, your ex-girlfriend actually hit on me, stuff like that. And he actually he had he almost hit 1 million reviews after he did an interview with me. He's the benefit. He get all the benefits after the interview. He didn't have to leak the private message. That was just
that's what that's precisely what you did to Walter. And you didn't. Well, you went beyond just leaking DMs. You also leaked. You premeditated, recorded a phone call and leaked the phone call.
Yeah, but Abba didn't have to, because I wasn't in a relationship with Abba.
Sure.
We were just cooperating. Why do you have to leak this
There's
message? And he doesn't have to. He's a big YouTuber. That just shows him that I really had my respect for him. That's why I was very honest with him. By the way.
What if?
By the way, he knew that I was getting an abortion. I told him early.
Oh, so he didn't.
So he acted like,
Okay.
oh, I'm surprised. I didn't know she was getting an abortion. He knows everything in the beginning. I treated him like a friend.
You felt betrayed though.
Yes.
By Abba.
And
Okay.
for no reason. He want what? What he want?
And
He
you
want
feel
more
like,
review?
so you feel like you
And when
didn't do.
when people betray you,
What?
right,
Yeah.
that you should be able to go after them, don't you think? I think so. Don't you think you should be able to go after people hard who betray you
Yeah.
and do horrible things to you? Don't
Yeah.
you feel like that?
Yeah.
So think about
Yeah.
how you feel about what Abba did to you.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that that's how Walter feels about what you did to him times 100?
What I do to him to cause
Well,
him.
in
like,
terms of like,
it didn't cost him anything
in terms of
anyway.
the leaking the private, because you,
Yeah.
Abba, he leaked the private DMs between you and him.
Yeah.
You leaked these phone calls, text messages, etc. That's probably the way that you feel about that.
Yeah.
Is how Walter feels about what your leaks, but probably way worse because I mean there was more leaks. It was much more impactful. And also you said that you feel like you didn't do anything wrong to Abba, correct?
Yeah, I don't think I did anything wrong because that
Now,
was.
what if I told you that maybe Walter feels that way? That he feels he didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong by
Well, I
making
don't
me-
know, but maybe he feels that way.
But that's not true, right?
I don't know precisely what.
That's not true.
the truth
Everybody
is.
knows that's not true.
Well, you said it seems like your main quarrel is that he got you pregnant. It's not clear to me though if that is enough pretext to get revenge.
It's that it's okay. He can just be honest with me. Like he didn't have to play all this game to make me pregnant and dump him and didn't want the kid, you know. That's like something very serious for me. Like I really wanted the kid.
Okay.
That's like something you wished for a long time, then you couldn't have it. You know what I mean? That's like that makes me suffer a lot. That's why I
Yeah,
have
and he
so
took
much.
and he took that away from you.
That's why I have so much hate. That's why I did this.
Yeah.
I've never done this. I swear I've never done this to anyone in my life.
Done
Right.
what?
People
But, I
have
mean,
hurt me in the past.
Just the fact he took that away from you, I mean, how could you even help yourself but go after him like this, right?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but
Well, I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
I did
I'm
what
just
I
saying,
did.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying, like you said, you've never done this to anybody. You've never felt hatred like this.
I've never.
and that's never. I mean, because he took this away from you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, he deserves everything that's coming to him and then some, doesn't he?
Moving on in the video, at the 1:12:50 mark in that video, I think you were talking about Noelle. You said that Noelle, she's a victim because he slept with her without a condom and nutted in her without telling her. Okay. But you said you don't view yourself as a victim, right?
Not necessarily. Like, I did consent to have sex with him, and I did go through with having sex without a condom, but
And you consented to that, just to be
without
clear.
a condom, yes. But prior, I told him I don't want children out of wedlock. Don't.
Okay, sure.
I wanted him to use a condom at first,
Right.
but in that moment, it just didn't happen. But you don't just go and nut in someone like without their permission. Like imagine
This guy's a gambler. He's just playing Russian
like
roulette.
imagine
with
you're having sex with
pregnancies, bro.
someone. Imagine you're having sex with someone. They just punch you in the face.
Whoa.
And then they say, "Oh,
Some
I'm
girls are
sorry."
into that,
Yeah,
though.
and then they say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm into
Just
BDSM."
saying.
At that point, it's assault because you didn't talk about that prior.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
should
So
have
we talked about
that.
it prior.
You talked about prior. yeah.
Yes, and you would think he would get. Yeah, I probably should knock this girl up.
I'll get to that in a little bit here, but at the 1:17:50 mark, you said, "Don't let a man take advantage of you." I think that's you, Daisy. You said, "Don't let a man take advantage of you." Do you feel that Fresh took advantage of you?
Yes.
I'm just curious how.
Because he wasn't really planning a future with me, but he told me he was. So that got me fooled. So I decided to have a kid with this person. He was.
So he was a
very-
good talker.
Yeah.
He like would just
He-
say stuff to you guys
And
that would.
he made me feel like he was serious. I'm telling you, I have a lot of dating like experience, but this man, he's very good. He was like, even like before a week he broke up with me, he was like, "Oh, I'm planning a long term. I'm gonna get us a house. What if you get pregnant?"
Okay. So you feel like he was like leading you on.
Yeah, yeah. I am okay. Just like anybody, just tell me like I don't want a relationship. I don't want to have kids. Even though before him, I was single for a while. I was okay.
Wait, one question. So you said you guys were in love, right?
Yes.
How soon after meeting him did you say I love you?
That's before I went back to China.
So how long would you say you had been dating before?
Like 2 months.
2 months, okay.
Yeah. And
It's
that's
quick.
that's
Pretty
after I
quick.
met his mother.
Takes me like 3 years to say
it's
that shit.
quick.
Just-
It's because he
She
said
met
he
his mother.
You met the mom? The moms?
Yeah, multiple
Okay.
times. He took me
Um,
to his country, Barbados, to his mother and
Okay.
his entire family. So,
Um,
I don't know what that means. I've never seen
Daisy,
any.
what were you looking for out of him? Like, if he stepped up, like, financially and he told you, you know, I don't want the baby, but I will take care of you. I'll take care of the baby financial needs. Would that have changed the outcome of your abortion?
Yeah, definitely.
So
Like, if the father is there and the father is a good guy, and he provides,
Yeah.
so you just wanted someone to provide.
not financially, not necessarily just financially. I mean, financially and physically and like emotionally to the kid.
Yeah.
Because the kid deserves both parenthood. Because I didn't have it when I was young. My mom left me when I was 10.
Yeah.
So it's just,
But my question is that if he told you, you know, I don't want to be part of the baby's life, but I will take care of you guys financially, you and the baby, and you
no,
know,
that's
I'll take.
not, that's
what-
not okay.
No.
No.